Welcome to the second tape. In this tape, we're going to be concentrating primarily on the use of the left hand. However, before we go on and actually introduce the left hand, I'd like to review a few of the points which we discussed in the previous tape. First of all, it's important, as I said before, that you find a very relaxed, stable sitting position. Sit on a flat chair with no arms and sit towards the front of the chair. A lot of people have a tendency to sort of lean back, sit very far back. So sit towards the front of the chair and then elevate your left leg. You may want to, if you already haven't, get a classical guitar footstool. This is adjustable and then can accommodate different heights depending on what's more comfortable for you. If you don't have that, use your guitar case, some books, or whatever you happen to have. The guitar then is supported 4 places, resting on the 2 legs, chest, and the arm. The left arm is just hanging relaxed. Make sure that you're not supporting the guitar in any way with the left hand. A common problem that a lot of beginners have is that the guitar tends to slide out like this. Try to keep it flat. The reason for this is people like to see what they're doing, so they bring the guitar over to get a look. Rather than that, you could perhaps lean forward a bit if you feel that you really have to look carefully. But get used to seeing the guitar from this position and seeing where the strings are from this position rather than straight on. Also, a lot of people tend, especially when we start to use the left hand, tend to pull the guitar in, pull the neck in, which puts a twist in their back and starts to cause back pains and things like that. So in order for you to be more comfortable, just sit straight and have the guitar straight this way and straight this way. Another common problem is that the right arm sometimes tends to slip down like this, and people tend to play like this. And this is actually quite uncomfortable because what you're doing is you're holding the arm up the entire time that you're playing. Whereas if the arm's resting on the upper butt of the guitar here, it's simply resting there. You don't have to use any effort to hold it up. It's just relaxed. Here, you're using a lot of effort. So the arm's resting somewhere above the bridge in this area here. And below the elbow. Make sure that you're not resting on this part of the arm, but this part. The right hand then hangs loosely over the strings, and the fingers are placed on the left-hand side. So we're plucking on the left-hand side of the string, of the finger that is, and the thumb is out from the fingers. It's not tucked in behind. It's important that when you're using the right-hand fingers, that you don't pluck as such, but that it's more of a pulling action across the strings. So the motion is sideways rather than up. If you pluck up, you tend to get this snapping type sound, and you also have a tendency to use the entire hand. The hand tends to bounce up like this. So the motion should be from this knuckle primarily. These 2 knuckles are locked. So that the motion is like that, across the string. Rather than up, it's across. So playing on the right-hand side of the finger, left-hand side of the finger, the action is from that knuckle. And you'll notice that there's no movement in the hand. The hand is perfectly stable, also the arm. The only motion is the finger from that knuckle down. So I think if you keep those points in mind, as we go further, it'll be very beneficial. And also, as we go on, I'll keep coming back to some of these points and emphasizing them Even though you're concentrating in the left hand in this tape and the next, still you have to keep in mind that the right hand's very important, that your posture is very important.